So, do we have anything going? There might be a whole lot of nonsensical stuff.
I'm just over here. I had to change.
Oh,
I had to change because these aren't going to be the clothes that I'm going to be wearing to.
that escalated quickly.
I know all these stuff.
Well, I mean, I like the rain, personally. Yeah. I don't know. If we step out into it, it's like taking a dip in the pool. Okay, we're in the thick of it now! Alright then. Perfect. Okay, so where are we leaving off? Well, we were talking about multiverses at some point, I remember. I thought we were talking more about, like... Wasn't Lord Mahalo involved somehow? Oh, we were talking about the villain election, right. Not that surprised to see that Dr. Cannon rightfully took his place back up. Yeah, I mean... After the tragedy that was what happened to him by Dr. Pepper's hands, oh man, the rain is really coming down. Why do we stop in the rainforest? I can't run into bushes because otherwise there might be like poison ivy or things. Ooh, the forest floor is already super muddy. Look at that! And it's gone! That's so quick. We must have left the rainforest then. So why are we out in the rainforest anyways? It can't be that Lord Mahalo has something he wants from out here. Who knows? Aren't we, like, investigating, like, whatever's going on with the rest of the VEA? Why they're often absent? We did some vocal practice earlier, right? I suppose so. So, about Nightmare. Don't bring him up. We're not talking about Nightmare. Who was talking about Nightmare? Nobody was talking about Nightmare. He's better left gone. And in our hearts as the one that betrayed the rest of us. He's the one that chose to go to the hero's side instead. It's on him. So he doesn't get to come back. No matter how much he wants to. He can come and visit us. But I'm not talking to him. Why do you have such a grudge with us? I don't know. Well, for one, he left us. I guess that's it. Maybe you could, like, resolve some stuff? Should the bare feet in shoe combo work through rain grass? That is a good concerning point. Yes. What is the smell of smoke? Are we entering the Firelands? The Firelands? I don't know. The thick, dense, jungly rainforest terrain has gotten my hair all up and covered in droplets. What hair do you have? You are paper. You've made this very clear. Ah, yes, I am a scroll paper body figure. And I don't have hands, nor feet, or... I mean, I have tentacles. Yes, but nobody needs to know that. So, why do you think we're going out this way? Well, there was something going on with Killer Philip, remember? He held the purple guy hostage. He held the purple guy hostage? Not purple guy! Man. First Nightmare, now this? You can't be serious. Why would purple guy side with them? I've worked so hard to introduce him to the VEA. I think he just doesn't accept that idea. We kind of forgot about World Grey Gunmetal. He's kind of part of our crew. He is, isn't he? Nightmare's paradoxical future son. Yeah. Hello there. I hear you. I don't know what you want from me. You just stay there in the corner. We didn't mean to acknowledge you too much. How are we back home already? That there's a corner to talk about. Time just doesn't move. GOLQ is very abstract, you know. Why are we talking about GOLQ? Do you want to talk about GOLQ's gold? Ah yes, the age-old tale that means absolutely nothing. The GOLQ's gold hides under the school building of the Hero HQ, and it's like their secret vault of gold and riches. Every villain's dream is to break in there. I mean, I know they have a vault. It's not like they don't. Oh man. Trying to forget about the recording is kind of hard when you have a microphone next to your face. Attention, attention! I have reason to believe that I'm trying to interview the residents of this land of GOLQ. You know, I'm doing some research on the GOLQ multiverse. And yes. Yes, you are a news reporter of the GOLQ multiverse, are you? Well, why do you dare beg us? Because I'm just a recorder. Plus, my daughter's out there somewhere. I don't know what I'll do. Will I wait for her to try to come back? Auntie? I seem to remember hearing about that. Didn't she join the Squidrits? The Squidrits? What on earth does she want with the Squidrits? What else do you know? Something about Chaotix Deltoid. That's what I do remember. There was, yes. Well, I mean, back to Chaotix Deltoid, I guess. So the search must continue? I'm afraid so. My feet, they really can't handle all this water slosh. Yeah, it's like walking around in shoes of mud with bare feet. It's not healthy. Is it better than having socks to absorb water? Good question. The refreshing rainfall only lasted so very long. Well, now we're approaching the main building where we'll have to clock into the schedule of the VEA. Morning announcements begin. Welcome, everyone. So, hello there, Inside Bro. Nice to see you again. I'm looking for socks. You don't have feet? Yes, I don't. But the mastermind does, and he absolutely needs socks. Oh, come on. When will you ever stop talking about this mastermind? You sound like a complete crazy madman. Well, I mean, I am a little mad, but I assure you I'm no conspiracy theorist. Are you sure? Well, notably, I'm actually not very sure, actually. Now that you mention it. So, if this is supposed to be planned to be, like, uploaded as a podcast of sorts, let's put on the most thick black socks we can find and let them soak up all the water, you know? Do you have any other better socks? I couldn't find any. Well, here is the good old entry room bench. Well, here's the good old sword. When do you think Mahala's gonna call another meeting to order? Well, I mean, he recently had he had invited Model X to his family reunion because Crystal Ash was coming over for a little bit. He gives his daughter so much attention that we have to suffer as his henchmen. Legitimately, he only cares about his daughter, none of us. He doesn't care about any of our sakes. He only cares about his daughter's sake. But I guess that's because, that is the reason he is who he is today. Without his daughter, he probably wouldn't have even become evil in the first place. The whole plot of GOLQ would not even have started without it. I suppose. How long do you think a recording can go for? I don't know. Personally, I have zero clue. But I have, some ideas. Slosh, go the black socks, and I think we've only worsened the pain of sloshing socks. Why must we talk about sloshing socks? I don't know if I like the image. The mental image is all that matters. So then let's not talk about sloshing socks. The sock cat meme. The colossal Leviathan was pretty good. I want to see the full body of that thing. Oops. Don't touch the microphone. People are watching. And if you disrupt the microphone recording, we may just, in fact, disrupt the audience's enjoyment. Whatever happened to me again? I thought me again took over your channel in your absence. Did he now? Why does Model X have to get in my way? I just stopped by Master Sensei, or his Master Sensei G, right? I was talking to him about the creation crystals and the first stories of GOLQ, and... You sound like you've been busy. Yes, quite. I've been out there journaling as I have started a few things. There's the YouTube channel and the Discord server. Those are pretty brand new, just amazing project stuff. And, I just had to come visit a brilliant author there in Kempura. Oh. So you enjoyed my work? I appreciate your kindness, but I am merely a punching bag. What do you mean by that? Well, not that I'm a punching bag for the director, more that I am I'm a massive case of I am the one that holds the identity for who wrote and published it, yet I am not really the true author. That belongs to the true author. I just stand in to take all the commands to me instead of him, because he himself is rather busy. I am his scribe, and as such, I must not let my master down. Didn't he warn you not that long ago about trying to call him master? You have Mahala. Mahala's probably gonna glare at you again somewhere. I have just this burning, ringing ear sensation that he's just glaring at you right now for saying that. I suppose that's true. But I don't understand. How many characters should we be able to interact with? What are we looking at? We're looking at... We've talked about a few of them, but... So we've only mentioned us two, and then Enkampara. So, tell me, what was your time spent on the Atlas like? I just said that I'm not the actual author. Do you even listen? Okay, I may have written it down, but I'm not the one that came up with the ideas. So then are you, perhaps, maybe you're in this, state of, nothing's working to my order. Why isn't everything going my way? Are you like the societal wall or something? Societal wall? Whatever do you mean? You don't seem to take it well when things don't go the way you thought they would. Do you have some, control issue? Everything within my walls goes exactly how I want it. And that is not going to change. I may make duplicates of the members of the GOLQ universe in my own little corner of the GOLQ multiverse, but I make them do what I want. And your daughter has to sit through that? No wonder. It's not that hard to see why she left you. She's obviously going to come back.
Do you know Mahala? You sound very similar to him, actually. Lord Mahala also has a daughter.
Oh, yes. I think back in the day, we used to have, like, maybe tea, maybe play some pool, you know, grab a drink. We had fun. But it's been a bit.
So did you ever, like, talk about, like, how the father life is going?
I suppose that does make sense. We're both in a pretty similar predicament, I suppose. That's a good point. Well, personally, I don't understand why you must pester us about all this. I have my stuff to work on, and you have yours. You need to go get your daughter, and me and Doomwalker need to head home. I thought you were already home.
We're trying to head to some other place, though.
So I heard you have a fear of mice, right? So tell me more about that.
Oh, not the mouse. What is that spirit link's name now, anyways? Didn't I hear that they, like, changed it just a few moments ago?
It was a few days ago, but yes, they go now by Zane the Fury, I think.
Zane the Fury. Yeah, no, keep that thing away from me.
I mean, that's not the correct pronoun, I don't think, but
But I don't care. I don't want to be alive again.
yeah, you have quite the traumatic experience.
It's one of the most vile moments of anything I've seen in GOLQ, and it's not fair. Why did I have to be eaten alive by rodents?
It was a single rat. It was the rat form of Zane the Fury. Not anything that you can't handle.
But it ate through my armor. I can't take rats these days. Ever since I was brought back from my chamber in the giant seal in the sky.
Well, I mean, that was a while before even the giant seal opened up.
Well, I mean, the multiverse is opened up because the time-space continuum is in shambles.
I blame the Great Cleansing for that. All these copyrighted IPs, they used to call this place home, and now they're gone. Just because the copyright police came in and said, "Oh, sorry, that violates our terms of how we do things here." Why can't we just have fun? You know, this world of creativity. A world that started with child innocence, gone full power into an imaginative paracosm. And nowadays, it's so very stale, living off of puns and comebacks and banter between cast members, and mainly you and I are the only ones that ever talk. So how is it like that? What is this GOLQ you speak of before?
See,
You know, back in the day, you know, the Zoom arc, it's kind of why we haven't gotten much further with, like, the redefining of things, you know, how AI, like, hallucinates things. So it's a very similar stage. See, over 18 years of coming up with an idea, things are bound to get lost in translation, especially when archival doesn't start until about, like, 10th grade. So you can kind of see the picture that I'm painting here. Lots of stuff got lost by the time we actually cared about archival. And as the scribe, my job is to archive this beautiful work of art. I would agree, it's quite a beautiful work of art. Because, like, I recently had to, what was the last thing I did again?
I think you brought up your daughter on the YouTube channel.
Oh. So what's going on with my channel again? You said something. Model X99 is running it. Model X? Why? I think he's got it for you, though. He's essentially rebranded his own storyline. Tying it back to the creator. Genius.
These socks are painful.
I told you we shouldn't have grabbed the big fluffy black socks. They absorb way too much water.
Oh, man. Why can't it have been some better experience?
Rainfall makes things wet. Wet picks up moisture. Moisture makes the feet go ah! See? Perfect, understandable logic.
If you say so, I think I might go back to barefoot and shoe combo.
If you insist.
Well, I mean, we can't just walk around in damp socks all day.
Don't your metal boots keep water from getting too bad?
If they were real metal boots, this is not reality, this is fiction. As such, metallic boots don't actually dawn upon my foot, but rather a common pair of black tennis shoes.
Are you breaking the fourth wall on me? Again?
Do you think the recording is shut off?
I don't know. Well, the last thing we want is to develop some kind of fungus, so I do see your concern.
Exactly.
I remember the one what? Terrifying experience. I don't like pumice stones.
You don't like a lot of things. Tell me why? That's my question.
Because of the mastermind. I tell you, the mastermind has such valid fears. Needles, pumice stones. None of those are fun.
Well, here's the sword.
Well, careful, we don't want to disturb the copyright police.
I thought we put him in containment.
Well, we did put the copyright disease back in containment, yes. And they did disrupt, like, the whole internal engine running the system. You know, it's kind of like a game engine.
Yes, why do these shoes have to be still so painful?
Try to think of some other sensory experience. The autism's coming in way too much. Personally. So have we forgotten about me? I mean, I'm just here listening. I don't quite appreciate being recorded. I hope you understand that fact. Most people don't. Really? So then why do you do it? Well, I mean, it's merely a matter that I'm rather able to pull things off, right? Is our voice distinction too weak to you? What do you mean? See, I used to pick on Dr. Maguta for this. But you dare steal my voice? I am the scribe. I am the storyteller. I am the one that does the voice acting. And you have my voice. So why don't you get out of here? Go back to your old friend Mahala. But please don't tell on us, actually, please. Very, very much so. We can't deal with him. He'll take my scrubbing body. I'm sure of it. He'll leave me on the shelf. He'll let me collect dust. Remember when I was back under the water? It's like this squid, jellyfish, starfish, urchin, octopus, like, fusion thing down below the surface in the caves, and I bloomed out of, like, an orb. But then I became a runner-up of who should star of the ink machine.
Well, in GOLQ situation you won, but you didn't actually star in anything that I'm aware of.
And then there's Fold. Fold has been interesting to me, remember? We have, like, I've developed this real thought process that, you know, maybe they're after me. Those at Glitch, you think that they're after me? I'm pretty sure they are.
I don't think so. We talked about this.
Well, I mean, I'm the one getting the dishes done. Some people seem to not understand that fact. I don't know why. I thought I made it pretty clear.
Well, I hope we're not trying to make a transcription for this. This is going to be pretty lengthy.
We're trying to ignore the fact that it's a recording. So I guess I'm not helping then. Yes, no, Platinum Mimic 99, you are not helping trying to forget this is a recording. You and your microphone being obviously in our face does nothing to help us.
And we're just trying to go places. How do we know before we overload the viewers?
Valid concern, but I don't want to call it quits until we've gotten somewhere. There's nothing interesting going on.
What if the phone dies, though, and the footage is lost, and...
So, you think that we've got something to go off of? Hello, Pixel. Back again? You know it, Zert. I've been working on certain thoughts. Like, if you've got that bounty hunter sigil, right? The license of bounty hunting. Then did you go to the Chaonic Stealthoid again to get that?
Back in the day, in a different paradox, I came from that planet area. And we had a battle, as we saw from Future Me Again.
I don't think it was Future Me Again. I think it was a Me Again from the past.
Ah, yes. So, if Sensei Chi is gone, and has been held captive by the Oni Mask spirits, right? What do we do?
Have you unlocked the true potential of your Oni powers yet?
I suppose I could talk to Nightmare. But then they were held hostage by Philip, and he's on the run.
Good world building here, I suppose.
Yeah, why are we world building?
Because you are the mastermind. Inkabur? Where'd you come from? Oh, nothing. See, we had this, somebody came over and was following us and recorded us. And me and Doomwalker split ways so that Doomwalker keep holding on to the Platinum Mimic. I think they're currently talking about fine china. That and some tea. So then you're saying that there's a reporter amongst us recording info between factions? This is unacceptable. What do we do, Model X? This should not happen. I mean, I don't need to endanger you.
You're not endangering me. It's been so long that you've had to be like a protector.
I am your advisor. And I am your scribe.
Well, the voices are a bit hard to distinct, but hello there. I made it back from the election ceremony, like the rest of us.
Oh yes, I do remember seeing you there.
Yeah, you graduated that day, I hear. Congrats. My school is over. Glad to hear. So, what else did you do? Well, yesterday I spent the day cataloging so many ideas with Ink Emperor, and it was so hot and humid, and it was just not very fun to do. But I got all the 1,865 and then posted that up on the channel.
Oh, you mean the Platinum Mimic 99, right. Platinum Mimic 99 is a YouTube channel and a Discord now, and essentially they're building a community for GOLQ. A brilliant step in the world building the art of world building for GOLQ, which desperately needs some assistance. Maybe not overhauling everything, the idea man is the one in charge, that being the one who is the mastermind. Obviously, I am the scribe, he's the mastermind. See, I kind of am both. Yes, you are the mastermind, right? And Doomwalker can't even suggest that I have any credit to my theory that you are the mastermind. Well, I mean, I think you're giving me too much credit. Well, if I'm giving you too much credit, I don't understand why that would be.
So, how long are you gonna keep us waiting? I mean, I've come back with Nightmare.
And so have I. Something needs to be dissected.
I don't want to be opened up, please. I mean, we were doing just fine as friends, remember? We were hanging out after Philip had captured us.
Well, lucky we got out of there. But then Dr. Cannon got the election victory again. I killed him for it, and now I must suffer my banishment from all social interaction. Well, good news, you're not currently being banished from social interaction, if you think about it. Oh, I suppose I'm not. Remember when I took you and your best friend's heart and cut them up in halves and stitched them together? Do we need to bring up ancient stuff? Well then, if we want to provide context for whatever channel or project you're building, of course. Why do we bring the world building in so often?
It kind of ruins the narrative if you think about it.
There's a lot going on in the narrative. See, Palworld 1.0 is coming out, and there's lots of, new pals that just are absolutely so amazing. Absolutely going on my favorites. Exactly. And that's why I think you're the mastermind! You know, I suppose that does make me a bit of a mastermind. So then what about me? Who's that? I mean, I'm the disembodied voice. I've been kind of a hidden project that Inkemperor's been working on. You have? Oh, yes. I've been practicing voice acting. And that was one of my creations I made in the lab. Why did you have to announce your presence? Nobody can see you. Well, hopefully the transcription isn't so hard to follow.
I don't know if we'll be able to follow it later on either.
Remember the timekeeper? He was just so furious that it was hard to understand.
He was just so furious that it was hard to understand. There we go, I've made sure that it can pick that up a bit easier now.
Doomwalker! Hello there! Welcome to the party!
Well, I mean, I couldn't shake him off.
Hello there! I'm back! I have so much news to collect! I must continue to learn and make my own universe better!
There are many universes in GOLQ. You just don't need to bother the main one. That's your solution right there. Go bother one of the many others. Maybe the fantasy dimension, or slime hunters, or the yarded location, or wherever Tiger Lily and Gorm and Merle are from, or the universe you are building. It probably needs some dire documentation if you think about it. And then maybe just some of the other video game-inspired dimensions. You know, there's Slime Rancher Bridge, or the Power Dimension that's going to come up later. Presumed by the artifact we found in the Book of Fortunes. Book of Fortunes? What Book of Fortunes? Well, I mean, don't you know more about that than me? I am the purple guy, or the puppet master. It's not like I am a distinct mage. In fact, I'm just an animatronic with a kill switch mode, but has been turned to passive. And I'm not perfect at controlling it, as we had in the bar conversation, you know. Remember, Model X, when we visited Devil Orb and Demon Orb for the first time in ages. Yeah, that was quite the. And wasn't that in Tokyo, in the forest of death and despair? Yes. Maybe not. Who knows? I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know why they're working there, though. I guess it's just a place of death and despair, so if you're in despair, coming to have a drink at a bar is probably a really great place. I think it's just perfect placement, if you think about it. If you say so. I don't quite think that's exactly the best choice. Oh no, I forgot about the transmissions from earlier. Even more cast members. Look at this. A strange feline with snake-like features. Red knives. A chromely silver robot with a golden V on the head and an X-shaped visor. With some vent-like grates for its mouth like a cicada. With a lance and a shield. And it's got a blaster. Beautiful. What do you call these? So, that is... I mean, my voice is not the best right now. It's kind of a mess, if you understand what I mean. But I am Ninokune. I am the snake cat, and I have issues with Gil Cypher taking over my home and turning it into his side-time business. Personally. But also, I'm a victim of an artist. And I love my attention. Okay. I don't know if I follow.
So then, Nan, what do you think? The vocal performance could probably use with a bit more practice. Going to be honest. Honesty is the best policy, from what I understand.
Your voice is so very unstable. I'm not sure what to think.
I mean, I get that I'm not good at it, but I'm just trying. I mean, who doesn't like listening camel by camel? Camel by camel.
Is now the time to listen to Camel by Camel listen to Camel by Sandy Morton? Like, actually?
Why can't you guys take me seriously?
Because you're a snake cat and you have to consistently keep two different vocal ticks going, and so it's kind of a jumbled mess. I'm trying. Don't worry.
You admit to being the mastermind?
I think we have so many characters in the room that it may be hard for an audience to follow Platinum Mimic.
You're working with a recorder? Well, obviously. What do you think? I mean, I love a good old story drama. So, personally, it's quite beautiful that I was able to lead you on to thinking that I was, actually upset that he was running the channel in my absence. I am the mascot and he is the mastermind. And you're right on the money. Model X is indeed the Platinum Mimic 9x9 and the GOLQ Mastermind.
You can't be serious. There's literal credibility to this, after all.
I told you, Doomwalker. There's no better thing than being able to say, I told you so. And you thought there was no way that Model X could be the mastermind. And I have beaten you. I have proven you wrong. Yeah. Anyways.
I can't understand. I mean, no wonder you have so much plot armor, sir. Your invincibility switch and everything. If you are the main character, but not only that, the one telling the story and running the real show, then of course you're the mastermind. Why did you make me get eaten by rats?
I mean, that was my friend.
Like that does anything to clear your guiltiness? I don't think so. And there's Mons. You know what you did to Mons. And how the alien and Mons... You know how the alien approached you earlier? Oh no, he approached me. Wait a minute. The aliens, yeah. You don't understand. As the descendant of Lord Hakuto, my hunger is that of a solitary, unsatiable void. I work alone. I'm the last of my kind. I am an apex predator, a bounty hunter. So, there's nothing that I despise than finally having a friend. When you created Mons, what I saw was one like me. Finally, I was no longer one of a kind. I had a friend. But in this final battle, what you did to Mons was unforgivable. When he was the bodyguard on the bridge, you stepped in, all high and mighty, and stomped his forearms that were hanging from the ledge, only to be beaten by the hero yourself. A fitting end. But that doesn't mean anything. Because of your actions. You know what? I don't like you so much. I'm not hungry anymore. Goodbye, Doomwalker. See you never. I mean, I remember the threat that I got from Alien.
Was that a flashback moment attempt?
Stop breaking the fourth wall, man. We could have had some impact there.
Well, it's all about keeping the comedy and the seriousness going.
If you say so.
I thought that was your plan. It's all about the energeticness in the storytelling. No, not in the storytelling. In the artistic drafts and concepts and ideation and thinking and the general process of how you come up with the ideas. It's all about the fun and games part of the cat beat template of the 3-act structure and punchlines and banter when it comes to storytelling. Exploring the world, seeing the characters interact.
Well, the world shifts endlessly. Do you think my feet could get pruny from walking in the wet grass from earlier?
Why are you concerned about your feet right now? This isn't the time to talk about that. Not when we're being recorded. Especially. I mean, he's got a point. You think anybody wants to hear about walking in bare feet in shoes to just walking sockless in the wet grass after a rainstorm?
Well, I mean, you just talked about it, so I think we're even.
How long till I get to cut this recording?
Well, we should probably end it off on a better note than talking about that.
So then I think that maybe if we got a drink and had a little bit of fun, maybe we could, talk about my history? Yeah. Can I? Right now? Really? I know you love prickly pear wine. It's non-alcoholic. Don't forget that. Fine. Non-alcoholic prickly pear wine. Same thing. Personally. But I mean, we don't have much serious business to take care of right now. And I don't plan on sitting and doing nothing. Both cats and snakes hiss, if I remember correctly. So, maybe there is more characteristic share between a cat and a snake than I thought. Really? I don't understand you. Why are you trying to stay all, behind the scenes right now? You know what? Sure. Hey, Pixel. Mind taking us to the HQ Cafe?
Right on it, boss. Well, I mean, I anything for you right now. I'm appreciating any attention I can get. So personally, if it's been so long since you talked to me in this very conversation, but yeah, absolutely. As you wish, sire.
Don't call me sire.
Oh, as you wish, Mudlex. Wait a minute, no, that's too much respect. As you wish, X.
Now wait just a minute. Don't call me that.
Well, I don't understand what you mean.
So, are we letting the VEA members here and other villains like me, Purple Guy, join this cafe meeting?
Why not? I have some macaroni and cheese probably cooking up. We could go buy some stuff at Blackout, the mall.
The Blackout Mall is still up and running?
Well, I mean, GOLQ has a franchise. It's not very real-world existent, but in the imaginary world it does exist. And it does sell toys and fun stuff.
Just like your old phone.
Yeah, the little black countertop sample that with the geometric shapes.
My feet are starting to hurt.
Not this again. We tried to move on from this.
All right, fine. Let's go get a drink.
Agreed.
So,
I hear that you are trying to plan some stuff out.
Well, I mean, we gotta get back Sensei Chi. But, oh yeah, I love juice.
careful with that, Mudlex. We can't be getting too caught up on juice again.
I love juice, though.
That's why we can't have you drinking too much of this. You don't stop drinking juice, and then we run out of supply. And then what?
We go talk to the tropical girls, and we get more fruit, and we make more juice.
Do you think they want to have a visit from us right now, sir?
Fair point. How do you think Kimi is doing these days?
Kimi the Kiwi. Ah, yes. I mean, not a Kiwi bird, the Kiwi girl. Ah, yes. I don't think I was actually part of those adventures, actually, now that I think about it. I think I read about them, though, in your past catalogs of adventures. Remember the Book of Monsters?
The relic is forbidden by everybody in GOLQ except me. Me and the higher-ups are the only ones allowed to touch that relic. It's the catalog of all the enemies. Yes, all the flora and the fauna and the enemies of Lord Mahalazami.
yada yada, higher ups in the Thiedland rankings. If only we had a physical representation of it, but alas, so many of the things like Kawagamon and Kabuterimon just aren't our own property. Or the many yokai, or the Pokemon, like the Reggies and Regihunt, and the Oscarada, Snivy, you kind of get it. Didn't I just tell you not to be wasting our materials?
I don't know. What do you mean? Personally, I think I'm gonna wrap it up soon here. Platinum Mimic. I love juice. Might be time to cut the recording. It's kind of getting a bit boring again, I guess.
Oh, right. Absolutely. Here we go. Moment, please. Hopefully there's anything going on.